Welcome to our journey through the rich tapestry of Indian and Indonesian folk stories. These tales are filled with timeless morals and emotional depth that have captivated audiences for generations. Imagine gathering around a crackling fire as a wise storyteller weaves tales of brave heroes, cunning tricksters, and magical creatures. These stories aren't just entertainment, they're lessons passed down through generations, teaching us about courage, kindness, and the consequences of our actions. Get ready to be transported to vibrant worlds where animals speak, gods walk among humans, and the line between reality and fantasy blurs. Let these ancient narratives ignite your imagination and remind you of the enduring power of storytelling.
Have you ever heard of the Pancha Tantra? It's an ancient Indian collection of animal fables, each one a little jewel box of wisdom. These stories feature talking animals, wise birds, and even the occasional mischievous monkey. One of my favorites is the story of the monkey and the crocodile. Picture this. A clever monkey befriends a crocodile, but their friendship is put to the test when the crocodile's wife demands the monkey's heart. The monkey, known for his quick wit, outsmarts the crocodile and escapes. It's a story that reminds us that brains can often triumph over brawn, a lesson as relevant today as it was centuries ago.
The Panchatantra teaches us about loyalty, honesty, and the importance of making wise choices. These stories might be simple, but their messages are profound and stay with you long after you've heard them.
Now, let's journey into the heart of Indian mythology with the Ramayana, an epic tale that's captivated audiences for millennia. Imagine a love story so powerful, a sense of duty so strong it could move mountains. This is the story of Lord Rama and his beloved wife Sita. When Sita is kidnapped by the demon king Ravana, Rama embarks on a perilous quest to rescue her.
He's joined by his loyal brother Lakshmana and the mighty monkey warrior Hanuman, a symbol of unwavering devotion and superhuman strength. The Ramayana is a story of love that knows no bounds, of sacrifice for a greater good, and the battle between good and evil that rages within us all. It's about staying true to your dharma, your righteous path, no matter the obstacles. This epic reminds us that even in the face of unimaginable darkness, courage, love, and faith can light the way.
Let me share with you a story about the extraordinary power of love and devotion, the tale of Savitri and Satyavan. Savitri, a princess known for her wisdom and virtue, chooses Satyavan, a prince in exile, as her husband, knowing he is destined to die young. True to the prophecy, Satyavan collapses while chopping wood in the forest.
As Yama, the god of death, arrives to claim Satyavan's soul, Savitri's unwavering love and determination shine through. She follows Yama, engaging him in philosophical debates and demonstrating remarkable courage and wit.
Savitri's unwavering devotion and cleverness impress Yama so much that he grants her a boon. This story reminds us that true love knows no bounds and that even death can be outsmarted with unwavering faith, resilience, and a touch of cleverness.
Who doesn't love a good riddle or a clever solution to a seemingly impossible problem? That's what the stories of Birbal, the wise minister in Emperor Akbar's court, are all about.
Imagine a courtroom filled with laughter and intrigue as Birbal, with his sharp wit and insightful observations, solves complex disputes and answers the emperor's trickiest questions.
In one story, Akbar draws a line on the floor and challenges his courtiers to make it shorter without erasing any part of it.
Birbal, with his characteristic wit, simply draws a longer line beside it, making the original line appear shorter.
Birbal's stories are more than just entertainment. They're lessons in critical thinking, creative problem solving, and the power of using your intelligence to navigate challenging situations.
These tales remind us that sometimes the most effective solutions are the most unexpected ones, found not in brute force, but in the power of the mind.
The Panchatantra is full of cautionary tales, and one that always stood out to me is the story of the monkey and the wedge.
It's a story about curiosity getting the better of you and the importance of thinking before you act.
Imagine a monkey, mischievous and curious as ever, observing a carpenter at work.
The carpenter has left a wedge partially driven into a log.
But his curiosity backfires and his paw gets stuck.
The monkey's cries of pain serve as a reminder that sometimes it's best to observe and learn rather than interfere in matters we don't fully understand.
This Indonesian legend is a heart-wrenching tale of a son's betrayal and the devastating consequences of disrespecting one's parents.
It's a story that's been told and retold for generations, reminding us of the importance of family, gratitude, and humility.
Imagine a young man named Malin Kundang, who leaves his village and his impoverished mother in search of a better life.
He travels far and wide, eventually finding success and wealth.
Years later, Malin Kundang returns to his village, now a wealthy merchant with a beautiful wife by his side.
His mother, overjoyed to see her son after all these years, rushes to greet him.
But Malin Kundang, ashamed of his humble beginnings and afraid his wife will think less of him, denies knowing his own mother.
Blinded by pride and consumed by his desire to protect his newfound status, he turns his back on the woman who gave him life.
Every culture has its Cinderella story, and in Indonesia, it's the tale of Bawang Mera and Bawang Puti, a story about the enduring power of kindness, even in the face of cruelty. Imagine two stepsisters, Bawang Mera, red onion, who is selfish and envious, and Bawang Puti, white onion, who is kind and gentle.
Bawang Puti endures constant mistreatment from her stepmother and stepsister, forced to do all the chores while they enjoy a life of leisure. One day, while washing clothes by the river, Bawang Puti's stepmother's prized shawl floats away. She searches desperately for it and encounters an old woman who helps her find it.
Unbeknownst to her, this is a magical being testing her character. Bawang Puti's kindness is rewarded, while Bawang Mera's greed and jealousy lead to her downfall. It's a story that reminds us that true beauty lies not in outward appearances, but in the kindness of our hearts. Have you ever wondered about the origins of natural wonders? The Indonesian legend of Toba Lake is a story about the consequences of breaking promises and the power of nature's wrath. Imagine a lone fisherman who catches a beautiful golden fish.
To his astonishment, the fish transforms into a woman right before his eyes. She agrees to marry the fisherman, but makes him promise to keep her true identity a secret. Years pass, and they have a son. One day, the son, unaware of his mother's true nature, accidentally sees her in her fish form.
Unable to contain his excitement, he tells everyone in the village, breaking his father's promise. The earth trembles, volcanoes erupt, and torrential rains flood the land, submerging the village and creating a vast lake, Lake Toba. Let me leave you with a story that celebrates the underdog, the power of teamwork, and the importance of humility. This Indonesian fable, The Deer and the Snail, teaches us that even the smallest creature can outsmart the biggest and strongest with a little bit of wit and a lot of collaboration.
Imagine a proud deer, boasting about his speed and agility, challenging anyone to a race. A small snail, seemingly an unlikely opponent, accepts the challenge. The deer, amused by the snail's audacity, agrees to the race, confident in his inevitable victory.
Little does he know, the snail has a plan. The snail gathers all his snail friends and strategically positions them along the racecourse. As the deer speeds off, thinking he's far ahead, he encounters a snail at every turn, believing it to be the same snail he's racing. The deer, exhausted and bewildered, concedes defeat, learning a valuable lesson in humility.
These stories, rich in cultural wisdom and emotional depth, remind us of the timeless values that continue to shape our lives. From the Panchatantra's animal fables to the epic tales of the Ramayana, from the poignant legend of Malin Kundang to the inspiring story of Timun Mas, these narratives have resonated with generations, reminding us of the importance of courage, kindness, humility, and the power of love and forgiveness. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the enchanting world of Indian and Indonesian folktales. May these stories spark your imagination, ignite your sense of wonder, and remind you of the enduring power of storytelling to connect us across cultures and time. As we say in India, kahani khatam ho gayi, par baatin abhi baki hai. The story is over, but the conversation continues.